I've written it out in my head 100 times. The conversation where you finally say the thing, where you sit down across from me with something real and hand me back what you took when you were leaving. I've imagined you thoughtful, I've imagined you broken, I've imagined you seeing exactly what you did. And every version ends the same way in my head, with me finally feeling like the wound can close and live. But the conversation stays imagined and the wound stays open in the meantime. And I have to decide what to do with the hurt that doesn't have a ribbon or a clean line. The apology I never got is a room I keep walking back into. The apology I never got is the unfinished sentence in everything I do. I don't need it to survive, I know I'll be fine, but God, it would have helped if you just given me that line. The apology I never got is the weight I'm learning to carry differently now. I asked a therapist once what you do when they don't. She said some people just aren't built for accountability. Said the closure I was looking for was mine to make, not something I could wait for them to give to me. I understood the words, but it took me longer to understand the thing the words were pointing at. That I could put the case down even without verdict, that the jury doesn't have to come back. The apology I never got is a room I keep walking back into. Writing my own ending to this, I'm deciding what it means on my own. You don't get to be the one who defines how this finishes. I'm taking that part back, it's mine to own. I'll forgive myself for waiting, I'll forgive myself for wanting what was fair. And I'm closing the door on the conversation that was never gonna happen anywhere. Closing the door on my own terms. Closing the door. You brought out something in me I want back. The version that was easy with the world, who laughed louder in public and cared less about it, who wasn't so wound up and so tightly curled. I was braver when I had you to come home to. The risks felt smaller when you were the safety net. I started things I never would have started, and finished things I'm grateful for. And yet now you're gone, and so is that version. And I don't know if it was you or just the time, or if that person lives in me somewhere still, just waiting for the right conditions to find. I miss the me that you brought out more than I thought I'd miss anything about this. I miss the me that you brought out, the one who walked into a room like they were enough. I'm trying to be that person without the reason you gave me. I'm trying to find that feeling from the inside. Maybe every person we love becomes a mirror, showing back a side we couldn't see ourselves. Maybe you were showing me a real part of me, not something built from you, but something else. Maybe if I look at it correctly, you didn't give me something that's now yours to take. Maybe you just pointed at a window, and the view was always mine to contemplate. I miss the me that you brought out more than I thought I'd miss anything about this. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna act as if she's still here. The louder one, the braver one, the one who stayed for the second round. I'm going to pretend until I believe it, and maybe that's how she comes around. Maybe this is how you reclaim yourself, not by finding, just by acting as if she's already home. I've been trying to find the exact moment where things stopped being what they were. Because it wasn't a fight, wasn't a revelation. It was more like a sentence losing its words. Year one was easy, year one was a decision. Year two was where the edges started to show. The small incompatibility stacking, the kind of thing you only know once you know. I don't have a villain in this story, I don't have a day circled on the calendar. I just have a collection of ordinary moments that I look back on now and understand were it. I lost the plot somewhere in year two, not with a bang, more of a gradual drift. I lost the plot somewhere in year two, and kept showing up not knowing that I did. I was still using the same words for something that had quietly changed into something else. I lost the plot somewhere in year two, and spent another year not telling myself. I've done the math on all the dinner conversations where we talked about anything but us. We got good at filling space with comfortable nothing. We confused peacefulness with a lack of fuss. I don't regret the time, I can't regret it, because I was doing my best with what I knew. But I wish I'd been honest with myself a little earlier. That lost feeling wasn't just a phase I was going through. I lost the plot somewhere in year two, not with a bang, more of a gradual drift. I think this is the part that's hardest to talk about, because it means no one was wrong, no one was cool. Just two people growing in different directions, just wasn't saying. Sometimes love is not enough to hold the shape. Sometimes you love someone and still have to let them go. And that kind of ending doesn't feel like an escape. It just feels like loss. A slow, quiet loss of something real. I asked my best friend what she really thought. Now that it's over and the facts are in, she paused a little longer than I hoped, and told me she'd been worried since the beginning. She said, you seemed less like yourself by summer. You stopped coming out, you canceled more than once. You had this look I'd never seen you wear before, like someone watching themselves from a distance. And I sat there processing the timeline of a story I lived from the inside out. Of course they saw it, they were watching from the outside, while I was too close and to figure out. My friends knew before I did. They were just waiting for me to catch up. My friends saw the version of me that was shrinking, while I thought I was just adjusting to love. My friends knew before I did, and they stayed, which is the part that gets me most. My friends knew before I did, and they were there the morning I needed them both. I've been defending you in conversations I didn't know I was in. She'd ask a general question, I'd have an answer ready. The way you know an answer when you've been rehearsing it, to keep the image of something steady. I think part of me always knew something was off, but knowing and admitting are two different miles. And I wasn't ready to be the person who got it wrong for that long. And that why my friends knew before I did. They were just waiting for me to catch up. My friends saw the version of me that was shrinking, while I thought I was just adjusting to love. Thank you for not making me feel stupid, for not leading with I told you so, for answering the phone at midnight in November, for pretending not to notice that I was not okay, for being the soft place I kept forgetting I had, while I was building a hard place with someone else. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends. Still here. I've been trying to find the exact moment where things stopped being what they were. Because it wasn't a fight, wasn't a revelation. It was more like a sentence losing its words. Year one was easy, year one was a decision. Year two was where the edges started to show. The small incompatibility, stacking, the kind of thing you only know once you know. I don't have a villain in this story. I don't have a day circled on the calendar. I just have a collection of ordinary moments that I look back on now and understand were it. I lost the plot somewhere in year two, not with a bang, more of a gradual drift. I lost the plot somewhere in year two and kept showing up, not knowing that I did. I was still using the same words for something that had quietly changed into something else. I lost the plot somewhere in year two and spent another year not telling myself. I've done the math on all the dinner conversations where we talked about anything but us. We got good at filling space with comfortable nothing. We confused peacefulness with a lack of fuss. I don't regret the time, I can't regret it, because I was doing my best with what I knew. But I wish I'd been honest with myself a little earlier. That lost feeling wasn't just a phase I was going through. I lost the plot somewhere in year two, not with a bang, more of a gradual drift. I think this is the part that's hardest to talk about, because it means no one was wrong, no one was cruel. Just two people growing in different directions, with a gap between them no one knew how to close. And I think I knew, I just wasn't saying. Sometimes love is not enough to hold the shape. Sometimes you love someone and still have to let them go. And that kind of ending doesn't feel like an escape. It just feels like loss, a slow, quiet loss of something real. I made it to 11 p.m. last night before your name crossed my mind, which is better than it was, which is almost something like progress, kind of. I know healing isn't linear, I know that's what people say, but sometimes not linear looks like 3 steps back on a decent day. I'm learning to sleep with which takes more practice than it should. I'm learning to leave the silence alone without filling it with your voice like I would. I'm learning slowly, I'm learning again what it's like to just be a person who isn't half of something that's been. Some mornings I wake up okay before the memory catches up, and that gap between waking and remembering is the closest thing I have to enough. I'm learning to sleep without thinking of you, which takes more practice than it should. I'm learning to leave the silence alone without filling it with your voice like I would. I'm learning slowly, I'm learning again what it's like to just be a person who isn't half of something that's been. I'm learning, not there yet, but learning. It's still paused on episode 4. I can't watch it without you, can't delete it either. Can't let the series end. I've been staring at the thumbnail every time I open up the app. The little progress bar half full, like time froze and I can't get back. My friends keep asking if I've seen it. They're already on episode 9. I say I got behind and change the subject. I don't say it's yours and it's not mine to finish. I know it's just a show, I know the characters don't know or care, but the version of me who watched it with you is the only one who knows what happens there. The show we never finished is still waiting on my screen. The show we never finished is the most you I've seen, and everything I've moved and cleared and packed away, that rectangle of paused light is what stayed. The show we never finished is the thing I can't bring myself to close. I've thought about watching it alone, just to see how it ends. I've thought about asking someone else to sit with me through it, but I don't want anyone else's reaction to the parts we'd already guessed at. I don't want to share the plot points we talked about together. It would feel like going back to a place we'd only been as two, and showing up with someone different to all the things we were going to do. I know it's just a show, I know the characters don't know or care, but the version of me who watched it with you is the only one who knows what happens there. The show we never finished is still waiting on my screen. The show we never finished is the most you have seen. Maybe one day I'll press play again, when the grief has a different shape, When the pause feels less like a promise and more like something I'm ready to break. Or maybe I'll let it sit there forever, a small digital monument to what we had. Not everything needs to be finished, not everything ended is bad. Still paused, still episode 4, still waiting, still ours. The room looks the same, the street looks the same, the sky hasn't changed, but I'm not the same. I keep waiting for the world to register what happened here, to tilt a little, shift a little, to show some sign that the before and after are clear. But the buses run on schedule, and the neighbors walk their dogs, and the supermarket is fully stocked, and the world just carries on. And I know that's how it works. I know the world doesn't owe me its attention, but there's something about the continuation that makes the grief feel like a private invention. Nothing changed except everything. The world didn't stop for this. Nothing changed except everything, and I'm the only one who knows. I walk through the same streets with a completely different understanding. Nothing changed except everything, and it's mine to carry quietly without demanding that anyone else feel the weight of it. I called my mother after, told her the basics. She said, I'm sorry, love, and the world kept moving through the phone. And I appreciated her, I'm sorry, but it was 5 minutes and then her show came on. And I sat in the same room I always sit in, feeling the most different I've ever been. And the lamp was the same lamp, and the carpet was the same carpet. And I was a different person in a room that wasn't listening. And I know that's how it works. I know the world doesn't owe me its attention, but there's something about the continuation that makes the grief feel like a private invention. Nothing changed except everything. The world didn't stop for this. Nothing changed except everything, and I'm the only one who knows. I'm the only one who knows. I'm the only one who knows how different this room feels from the inside. I'm the only one who knows what the same street looks like with different eyes. And that's okay, that's what grief is, a private rearrangement of your interior world, while everything exterior stays exactly where it was. And you have to keep navigating it as it unfurls. Only one who knows. Only one who knows. The same room, a different world.